Geeks Haven presents a podcast. This is our inaugural pilot episode where we're going to get together and talk about TV shows for the most part. The full TV show, not bits and pieces, not episode by episode, but our intention is to bring you a full show about a thing. My name is Dirty C, aka Crystal like the champagne, aka Crystal.
Yeah.
To my right, we have Mr.
Geeky. I'm your Geek's favorite geek. I'm
Yeah.
fast and the geekiest. And long live the geek in all of us.
Long live the geek.
Long live the geek.
Wow. Can you see me? Can you see me? To my left.
Rome with me, owner operator of the Geeks Haven.
Whoop.
Yeah, just keep it
Whoop.
simple. Just call me Rome.
Yeah.
Then we have.
Hi, my name is Amelia, aka Miss O.
Oh!
I will give you my little bit of knowledge on, what we talk about.
Silly. Y'all silly.
Alright.
And the queen.
Hi, I am Danelle. I am the founder of Excellence and Ambition.
Oh,
You
hail
can
the queen.
Find us on Facebook and Instagram. Follow our YouTube page, website as well. 501c3 organization.
Boom,
If
boom,
you
boom.
can donate, please donate. We help young people in Baltimore City. So help us out.
Please.
Yes.
Please. Okay, so our first episode we decided to talk about the Disney MCU merger universe of these TV shows. We're going to talk about WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Loki in their respective place in the MCU. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I have a little list of questions we're going to talk about, guys. Because I'm prepared.
Let me sit back and relax.
First question, and we could just hop in. Nobody feel like they have to wait to be called on anything.
Okay.
First question is, have you seen all the shows yet?
Yes.
Most.
Dang.
This is a great start, guys.
2 episodes
This start is
behind.
great.
Oh,
I liked it.
yeah.
Be
Good job,
proud of
everybody.
me.
Good job, everybody, for participating.
Yeah.
Do you guys like the shows as a whole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm enjoying them.
Does any show stand out more than any other show?
Loki.
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 I would put it Loki, then the Soldier one,
And then one of
and then
them?
WandaVision.
I would go Loki, WandaVision, then the Falcon.
I would do
I agree.
WandaVision,
I'm
Loki,
WandaVision,
Falcon.
Loki, Falcon.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do a short synopsis of each show, I guess. Anybody want to jump in and do it, or Crystal can do it?
Go, man, go ahead. We'll
Yes,
pick you up where you fall.
Crystal can do it. Okay,
You're fine.
so I'll start with
We'll
WandaVision.
pick you up where you fall.
Appreciate it. I need my team, y'all. WandaVision. WandaVision is about Wanda.
Come on, you got it.
It's something like that, though, right? Russian name?
Mm-hmm.
Rhonda. Wanda and Vision are in the regular MCU movies. All of them are really, but they're like part of the main Avenger niggas.
Yeah.
Vision died.
Yeah.
If you don't
Spoiler.
know. If you don't
Spoiler. Vision died.
It's a lot of spoilers.
If y'all don't know
spoil
this
it,
by now,
don't watch
something
it.
wrong with y'all.
We're gonna
Turn
spoil
this off.
Something
Why
wrong
did
with
you
y'all if
even
y'all don't know this
click
by now.
this?
Watch it
Spoil the
next week.
shit out of everything you like.
Why did you click this? If you don't even know, man, why you even click this?
So yeah, Vision died in Infinity Wars at the end, like the first real big like heart
Yeah.
like death that we got from dealing with Thanos ass.
Died twice.
I mean, twice. It was bad.
First
No
blows up
remorse.
into millions of pieces,
Yeah.
put back together.
Right
It has his
now,
whole
y'all.
forehead ripped
Exactly.
out.
No. First, he was killed by his love.
Exactly.
She had to kill him.
Boo
though.
hoo hoo.
She was trying to kill him to save us, to save all of us.
Then Thanos bitch ass brung him back.
Rewind
And then
that.
killed him again.
Give me this. This thing that's in your forehead, I need that more than you. I'm gonna just take this.
Thank
And
you.
Fuck you
just-
anyway.
I'm not just gonna pluck it, but I'm gonna grab your whole
You
forehead
have to define it as
He
so
did.
far.
He took
and
his whole-
twist.
Took his whole
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah. His whole forehead and twist, turn, and pull.
So Wanda, as a result, who they're together, they're in a love thing. As a result, Wanda goes into this big depression. Shit is horrible for her. She finds this. She goes and takes his body from where it was being researched on, and takes him. Well, that's what we think.
She stole it from the government.
Yeah, we think that's what happens, but that's not exactly what happens. Take him to this town and creates a bubble around the town, and in her mind creates this universe that kind of shelters her from the reality of losing him. Throughout the show, they go from decade to decade. Each show is a different decade of like TV. So we have like the 50s and the 60s, and then the Baby Brunch time, and Dick Van Dyke time, and then basically they move up to kind of current
Malcolm in the Middle.
and then like Modern Family. And while we're traveling through the times, things are happening in this town.
The ripple effects.
The ripple effects, basically, that affect every neighbor that live in this town. They become a part of her, like, brain control.
Like the town people are brainwashed.
They're brainwashed, but they're in the sunken place because they notice. They
know
know
what's
they're
going
in
on.
there. They just can't do
The
anything.
sunken place.
It's fucking crazy.
They're in pain.
They're in pain.
They can feel the pain.
They're thinking about their family they're supposed to be taken care of. It's really like, they did a great job.
Yeah.
They held hostage.
Yeah.
In the end, the townspeople are kind of rebelling. What's the name of the organization that Monica's in?
Not
It's
Shield.
not
Sword.
Shield.
They're Sword.
Sword.
Sword. Don't you say
Sword.
Sword.
I'm from Baltimore. Sword, my nigga.
Earn the iron.
Earn the iron. We all from Baltimore. How you want to say it?
Sword.
Sword.
Are we sure?
It's a W.
It's a W in
It's a
it.
W in it.
Damn
Sword.
English.
Sword.
Damn English.
Monica, who is the child of sis from Captain Marvel. Can't remember her name. But Monica is a part of Sword.
Rambo.
Monica Rambo is part of Sword. And so is my man, Pac. Asian guy.
He cool.
Did I do a face like Asian face?
Yes, you
I'm going
did.
to edit that out.
Yes, you should.
I'm sorry. To my Asian brethren.
I think he's like Asian Lou.
His last name is Black. Is Pac, though. I know that.
Yeah, but he's like Asian Lou on the show, I think.
And I liked how she... we're recording, baby. You're the corn dog king while we're recording, and I'm gonna leave it in there. Go upstairs, please. Thank you.
All hail the corn dog.
And I like how she was, even when they did like the it was actually all the long song, and they showed like all these things she was doing. It didn't really. It was subtle.
I loved it.
I like that. You know, up until it got like overt when she killed kidnapped the kids and killed the dog.
That was too much. I feel
You know
like
what I really
it's
enjoyed about
unnecessary.
the
But
show?
the killing it
was
all?
when they made
in the end,
modern
I mean-
things into that timeline.
Yeah.
Like when the guy he come in there with the biosuit and he comes out
A beekeeper.
as a beekeeper.
That was
Yeah.
so dope.
Like I thought that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
They
was
did a
cool.
great
I
job.
think
by
one
the-
of my
Oh,
producer.
technology.
My favorite character is not really one person, but the townspeople.
Yeah.
Because it was funny
As
seeing them just
yeah.
acting in each time
The town
period.
itself was a
And
great
then
character.
Yes. It definitely was
and
an
then, like when
unspoken
she would
character.
lose control and the people would kind of like come out of it like, yo, like what's
Like,
going
get
on?
out.
Oh yeah.
And then she put him back under and they like go back to the time period they was in.
Just
Like,
snap back into it.
But like
Again, Agatha played that scene well.
mm-hmm.
When she was
But
in the car, she was
do
acting
you
like she was
think
under
that
that.
Agatha,
Agatha.
We know what you're talking
Agatha,
about.
in that scene when she's talking to Vision and she's in the car, spoiler, and she like comes out of it. Was that like Agatha? Was she acting or was she like actually like?
I
Under
think she
her
was
own-
acting.
Because she had been going in and out.
Yeah,
I believe she
It's
was
possible.
going in.
yeah.
and out.
When I first
it was
seen
times
it,
when she had control over it.
Yeah.
I was like, when I first seen it, I thought she was under her spell. But then when you rewatch, it's like, oh,
She was playing.
you was
Yeah.
She
playing,
did good
playing.
though.
You remember
if she
that
was
one
playing.
scene and then she's like, "Oh, are we doing this? All right."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we retaking it? Something that we're gonna do this again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Like, are we gonna do a
never
redo?
mind, girl, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite character arc. So I guess when I wrote that, I meant like from the beginning of the season to the end, we can see where Wanda, when she first got to the well, at this point we didn't know that she was inside the town. So when we first met her, she was just kind of like that scene, not really knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
And towards the end of the show, you can tell that she was legit, deliberately controlling people. And how that made you feel about the character. I guess
You
that's
mean
what I
in the
meant.
middle?
How did she go about?
I think that's what I meant by the arc, like a character arc. Like at the beginning, you can see how
Okay.
Vision was just a dopey husband,
Yeah.
and by the end, he was making intentional things to try to get the townspeople out. Remember, he put the kids to bed because he knew that the shit was coming.
Yeah.
Like he had intention. I think that's what I meant when I asked the question about the favorite character arc.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a favorite character arc?
And that I think it would be Darcy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be Darcy.
Mhm.
Since the beginning, where she was still on her Thor
Mm-hmm.
type space.
Mm-hmm. When they first picked
When
her
they
up.
first,
Mhm.
yeah. When they first picked her up, that
Mm-hmm.
Darcy, and then as the show went on, she became like
A part of this
Oh,
person
yeah.
in this universe, whatever. Because she was real just Thor
Yeah.
before this, and now she's like, oh nope, I'm a part of the rest of
The
this
whole
universe
thing,
as well.
right.
Yeah.
I agree, but not just her in general, but like the agent, him, and
Yeah.
like you said, Monica.
Yeah, I
and
said I was about to say Rambo because she was just coming back from
just
the
all
snap.
all these
and-
characters that
Yeah, I was
all
about to
these-
say
yeah.
Monica's
She
probably
was-
my favorite.
Yeah.
Monica was just coming back from the snap.
Don't know,
and-
didn't know what
But
happened
I'm
to
not
her
gonna say my actually like a
mother.
favorite
Right.
scene because that was the craziest episode.
Because I feel like when it comes to Wanda and Vision, they just had to snap out of it and they went back to who they were. You know what I mean? There was no
'cause
like
all these other characters were secondary
transition.
and thirdary characters in other series, and they all brought them into one.
Yeah.
So then they kind of become their own characters once they get into the show.
Again, that's to me, it's the flex of Disney.
Yeah.
Not even Marvel's flex, but like Disney's flex. Like, hey, we
You know
have
how to
control
write.
of all of your
you know
life,
how to write.
Yeah.
everything you love, right here.
Why go anywhere else?
Why do anything else? That was a real flex of Disney, I think,
Oh yeah.
to bring everybody together,
yeah.
including stuff that was not even a part of like this universe yet.
Oh yeah.
Least favorite character.
Them damn children.
The general.
Child.
Them children.
But the general is an evil person, so like you're not supposed to like
He
him.
still got on my nerves. Just,
Yeah.
Like the
I want to see them
kids,
children
I didn't,
too.
I
They got
didn't,
my fucking
I
nerves.
didn't care for, but I actually liked one more than the other.
Both of them niggas got on my nerves.
Like the one that had the whole psychic thing. I'm looking at you like,
Like I said, I enjoy seeing the kids
No.
because they become once you read the books and everything, they become major characters later on down the road.
Okay.
but later on, not
Yeah,
right now.
But you know,
And the fact that they had him in the costume.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure
was
if,
kinda
if
thing
they
for
were
me, but-
necessary.
I think they had to have them there because
They wouldn't want
they
to
come
have
later
that
on.
regular
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Universe
Okay.
building. There's always universe building.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I like that they had that they eventually did get powers. I think that's the part that annoyed me the most. It's how you amongst all this
yeah.
Shenanigans.
brilliance.
Yeah.
and
And
you
you don't have
just
nothing.
Regular
Some
kids.
annoying ass kids.
some annoying ass kids. So towards the end, they got better for me. But yeah, they was.
Not you wrong.
I don't think I really had any characters that I didn't like.
That's good.
Like it was
That's
all around good for me.
Okay, well, I'm with you with the children got on my damn nerves, but I'm admitting to myself that I don't really like a lot of children characters in things. I realize like over like doing this show, and I got a couple other shows, guys. I'm gonna plug them at the end. I've realized that in most of my reviews, I'm like, them damn kids get my goddamn.
I love kids usually.
Like I felt like that with Raising Dion. I
Is it
didn't
the
really-
kid?
I couldn't
So
stand
is
him.
it
He
the
was
kid?
bad,
Is it the
but-
kid or the way the kid is written?
I think it's a combination of both.
Okay.
Because
right, not the kid, not the actor.
yeah,
Exactly.
because
But how they
the
use
kid. If we're just gonna use Raising Dion as an example, the kid from the original
Pilot.
well, the video, I like that little boy. I think he was endearing and stuff, and he was just being a kid. Where the Dion that made it to the actual movie was just annoying. He was whiny, he didn't
Unnecessary.
listen. You know, like it was just too
I
much.
love that little boy.
Yo, child. I guess we'll talk about that.
You
This is the
said
whole show.
alone.
He needed his whole
He needed
ass.
his ass whooped. But I think it was like, he needed his ass
But
whooped.
some
not
of y'all don't
because he was
believe
annoying.
in disciplining your child no more.
I believe in discipline, but I ain't got to beat him to do that. But wait, this is not a political podcast. Favorite acting.
Vision.
Again, the townspeople
Yeah.
going in and out, and
Especially the scene with Vision and the coworker.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm about to say
But, like-
now, when you say the townspeople, are you also including Agatha, or is she by
Probably not.
herself?
Probably the ones that's not connected to
Because
the central
remember,
story.
just the
at
actual
first you
yeah.
thought she was a
well,
townspeople.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Before you
if you
found
were
out she's
extra in the
acting.
background, but it's if you got the role to be an
But
extra
like,
in the background, you actually did some
Let me see,
acting.
like the
Yeah.
townspeople.
They did.
It
be
wasn't
like,
like oh, you just walk past
Yeah.
the background.
No.
Like, you
Like
had
the
to walk
person that
past
Vision
it.
was
And
Yeah.
be like in
Like,
motion.
yeah.
who else?
Yeah.
The black guy, the neighbor, the black guy.
Yeah.
Yes, when they were standing at the gate
Yeah.
and the
No,
shit happened.
my
And yo just
favorite-
was like, going to barbecue.
No, my favorite part of the townspeople was literally Halloween night.
Yeah.
Especially when they went
When
further
all
out
of
of
a
town
sudden
and
it's
they
a whole
literally
bunch
had to
of
be like,
kids.
Yes.
Yo,
yes. They had to like fake being glitches.
Yeah.
yes, that was
Yeah.
amazing.
They
was
did
nuts.
great. That
It
is
was
true.
nuts.
The town in and of itself, like you said, the town and the people in the town.
Now, man, anybody that was involved in the returning from the blip, any of that?
Yeah.
My favorite scene, but that's the same thing.
Yes,
I
bro.
agree with
Yeah,
you.
Like it's so crazy because you see it when it happens in the movie. Then you see a little bit of the return in Spider-Man, but to see it in like that type of motion, like it is crazy. People just popping up in the
It
hallways.
was mind blowing.
Don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
I thought about in that scene, and it's not even really about the acting, but in that scene, I just thought about the niggas that was in airplanes
Yeah,
are now
all
popping
the
up in the
time.
fucking ocean or in the air.
I told you,
underneath to the
more
ground.
than half the people, more than half the people went away.
They died anyway.
They
You died the
showed
first,
instantly.
you blipped,
Talking
and then you
about
died when you
died and
came
came
back
back.
because you were in the middle of the goddamn on a cruise ship or
Or a car
something,
crash or something.
and the cruise ain't there no more.
Oh yeah, they ain't showing you that part. This don't got
Well,
a lot
like-
to show you that.
But remember, we
When
had that
remember when Sam
conversation
Jackson was
before.
disappearing?
Yeah.
They showed the helicopter crash into the
Yeah.
building.
Yes.
Them dudes was in a helicopter.
When they came back flying to the side of the
Airliners.
building,
And then-
Well, technically, they might be in the building now. You don't know.
But then,
That too.
look, it was
Like
probably the
space
pilot
time.
that disappeared.
Yeah.
Everybody else was on the helicopter,
Still
just
died.
crashed in the
Yeah.
helicopter.
They
died in the helicopter
So
crash.
more than half the universe
Like-
died.
and people who like when you blip back, let's say like this wasn't here when you blipped,
Yep.
and now like
come
it's
back.
there now, and now it's a part of me.
Yeah.
Like I blipped inside of the ottoman.
Yeah.
Because Monica blipped in the
Back in the
hospital.
hospital.
Yeah, when
back
she
in
was
the
But when
chair.
she, last time she remember her mother was laying in bed,
Exactly.
coming back.
Like she
They
was
told
visiting
her
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. All the actors that was like, oh, and then it was chaos at the hospital.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She tried to go back to work. They was like, this badge don't work, sis.
Exactly.
You can't come in here.
Yeah, man. We thought you was gone.
Like, man, we really thought you was coming back to work?
We thought you quit.
Manifest.
Yep. I ain't seen that yet either.
Okay. Boom, boom,
Yeah, I
boom,
wanna
boom.
watch that too.
I think that's kind of good for WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next up is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You want to give us synopsis for Falcon and Winter Soldier?
No, but I will.
You want to give us synopsis?
Okay,
No,
I'll give
okay.
it.
You wanna
I
give
could
us
have tried.
something?
No, okay.
Anybody-
You better let one of them do it. I'm gonna mess it all the way up.
I was
So
out.
pretty much, look.
Oh, you got it?
So this is what you got. This is what you got.
Let them do it together.
As after the events of Endgame, where Sam gets the shield from Cap, and Cap decides, I'm just gonna be an old ass man and sit here on the sideline. So
He went back for
Exactly.
love.
No,
Exactly.
thank you.
Love is in everything, kid. Second of all, then you got Bucky.
my husband.
Bucky is trying to get. Bucky's torn. Bucky is torn because he misses Steve and their relationship,
And all the people he killed.
exactly.
He's
So
just-
he's
he's
rehabbing.
tortured.
He's tortured.
Yeah.
Tortured soul.
So that's pretty much what the whole show is about, is them getting over the fact that Bucky is struggling with the lives that he's taken, and Sam is struggling with the responsibility that he now has.
That he gave away
That
to
he-
the government.
yeah.
They was supposed to
Okay.
have, but he
Gave it
gave
away
away.
to
Yeah.
the government.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
So now the government wants to create a new Captain America with the shield that Sam just gave away.
Yeah.
So they came up with what? U.S. agent.
The U.S.
He's
douchebag.
Captain America.
He's Captain America at first. He's
Captain
Captain America
America.
first.
Until he
Fucking
becomes
bold,
yeah.
like that ginger ale. Captain America bold.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
And so
he
that's
ain't
so,
quite ginger ale.
and so now they're
Ginger
on an
bold.
adventure trying to find
Hi.
the secret soldier serum that's released in the world. They're
Yes.
trying to find that to bring that back because somebody wants to use it. So now they
Yes.
got to get the help from the
Douchebag.
Baron.
Yeah.
Then
Translation.
they got
Only
locked
the U.S.
up.
can have the super serum. What the show is about.
Basically.
Huh.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
We don't share
We
weapons,
don't share.
Exactly.
We will
biological-
sell them.
It's the whole
Exactly.
thing. No.
but we don't share them.
Again, this is not a local podcast.
Not the podcast, my bad, y'all.
So yeah.
So
Which is
yeah,
okay.
the
So what you
Baron
got?
came in there. and
Yes,
stuff.
Barrett. They did so good with the Barrett.
Yeah, they
Respect.
did.
It's very rare that you see that they do great with a character who has no abilities whatsoever.
Just there.
Like
villain
he's
to
just
be a
a
villain.
brilliant.
Gave him the costume and everything.
Yes,
like
he's great. Everything was
they
awesome.
didn't make his look different. They
No.
kept the look from the comic books.
Even the swag that they created for the character fit the character. It was just well done, well done.
Disney, Marvel,
Yeah,
universe.
just awesome. Just
How did
awesome.
it end? Did y'all go over the ending?
It's just a bunch of fighting and,
Yeah.
and
My
fist
girl from
throwing
Beat got in
and-
there.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Then some explosions, some people died.
Yeah.
Bucky got better in his head.
Yeah.
Falcon got the shield back and got a whole new suit.
He looked great. He looked
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
He looked great.
And then the more the story, Falcon is now
Yeah.
Captain
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, didn't
Which he
mention the
should
black
have
guy.
been in the first place.
Oh,
the first. He wasn't the first black Captain America.
No.
He was the second.
Yeah.
The first one, they messed him over.
yeah.
Isaiah
Screwed him
Bradley.
over. The government.
Yeah, look at him.
Elijah.
Elijah.
Yeah.
There goes
they-
that government.
Yeah, he was just a test subject
Yeah.
for the Secret Soldier son.
Exactly.
They always test on the black
Didn't
man
put him in
first.
jail.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
tested on him. They had him be Captain America for 30 years, then they put him in jail.
Yeah.
Disrespect.
And then all they did while he was in jail was take
Keep
blood
on
from him to
testing
give to
on
other
him.
soldiers.
To create the serum, right?
Yeah.
That could be used to other people.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they always do.
Like
black people.
Henrietta Lacks. If you don't know, Google it.
Exactly. She's a fan. She's a supporter of the show.
Not a political podcast.
Not a political podcast.
But yeah, but like I said, like him, he was probably my favorite actor of that show.
Yeah.
Wait, you jumping?
You jumping?
No, wait.
Is your phone jumping?
No, you're jumping.
You're jumping.
Wait, never mind. You said your favorite character?
Yeah.
You were right. You're
Jumping,
jumping.
jumping.
Yo, go ahead. Your favorite character. Go
No,
ahead.
Elijah just
Yeah.
like there's always that history that a lot of people don't know. Like a lot of kids, they don't know about Elijah. Like all they know is that Steve Rogers was Captain America and he was Captain America until Bucky. And then Bucky, after Bucky, it was Sam. But all this stuff, it all has a beginning. And that's what people like to ignore a lot of times. But he was like, look, I'm here. And I'm in Baltimore.
Baltimore,
Yes,
Yeah.
they did. I love that.
So yeah.
That was my best,
yeah,
my
so
favorite
that-
thing.
Yeah.
They had a whole bunch of scenes just like
They
in
did,
Baltimore.
in Baltimore.
Like, oh wait, they just at the harbor.
Exactly.
People
They
from
eat-
Baltimore
they eat
looking at the
bread
video
and
trying to
bread.
figure out
They
what
eat
street
bread.
they on.
They
Like,
cooking out over
like what street is that?
We had a deleted scene of Sam trying to order a chicken box of
Yeah,
So good.
They did, and I'm just making that up, but it was fun.
I mean, like it would have been dope though.
Yeah.
We're gonna make that skit.
yeah, so let me get a chicken box and half for Captain America.
Salt, pepper, ketchup.
Yeah.
Salt, pepper, ketchup. Favorite
Hot
characters.
Hot sauce. Half
Favorite
little bit
characters?
noise.
Favorite characters.
Favorite characters. I kind of liked the when they made the other dude Captain America, but his sidekick.
Yeah, the other black guy.
Battlestar.
Yeah,
Battlestar.
because he was just trying to be that loyal friend.
He was, yeah.
He was just
He
trying to be
was.
that loyal
He trying to be
friend,
supportive.
the show support,
But he was
and
his
be
handler.
helpful,
He was.
Yeah.
and yeah,
He did the best he could.
he did the
Yeah.
best he
But
could.
once they got rid of him, man.
Yeah, he was just trying to be there.
I mean, immediately.
Like,
Yeah.
He'll turn immediately.
Dude, they let the leash off that dog, and he was gone.
Yeah,
Real bad.
It was wet. Y'all know who my favorite was.
I'm gonna say my favorite character was Bucky, not for the fact that he was a Winter Soldier,
Yeah.
for the fact like I like how he was carrying Falcon. Like, oh, Steve gave you the responsibility and you just
served
threw
your
it out
back
the
on
window.
He definitely
So-
threw it in his face like multiple times.
Every
Yeah.
time, yeah.
So I
You
like
supposed to have the
But
blood?
see, that was the problem. That was a communication issue. Bucky had so much faith in Sam.
He did.
And
Too
he's
much
like,
faith in
yes,
Sam.
and he's
Yeah.
like, if you ain't good enough, then I ain't good enough.
Yeah.
And that's not the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both had their own issues.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
you're
No,
right.
no,
Yeah,
you're
you're
good.
right. Mhm.
You know the female soldiers,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Wakandans.
Yeah, man.
Wakanda.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Chief thought he was. Chief thought he was fitting to play.
Yeah.
He thought he was fitting to play.
Yeah.
And
Them
then
girls was like,
no.
the way
Not
Sam
today,
and
boo.
not today.
and Bucky was like, damn.
Yeah.
That's why I mean, he about to catch
They
this
about to
work.
We gotta fight
Yeah.
them like man.
Aaron, as he was talking.
They don't play.
Yeah, no.
The Dora Milaje ain't no horse,
They-
bitch.
Right.
Their name rings bells in the Marvel universe.
Their names rings bells,
Yeah.
boy.
Showing up.
And the
And
fact
they don't
that
got
Bucky
no
thought he was
superpowers.
gonna fight them,
No,
Yes.
the superpower is
No superpower.
his arm comes from their country,
Shoot.
and you
Bucky-
thought he was gonna fight
Bucky
them.
was
with
like,
that
he was
arm
trying to
in
like
your-
de-escalate.
Did you
Right.
see what he did? Did you see what she
De-escalate
did?
arm off.
De-escalate these
The
things.
arm came off.
Dude, she was like, she did like the passcode and shit just popped
Just
off.
fell off.
Damn, now I ain't got no arm.
Yeah, bro, she just took the whole
I should have
arm.
not been
The
involved.
passcode
with
said 2 words. He
Exactly.
was just standing there like, oh,
Damn.
It was like a drug call. Like she pulled the thumb and pulled the pinky and pulled all the other and the arm just popped off. Twist the wrist, it was just
He knew he should have been involved with that shit.
Sam gonna look at him like, yo, did you know they could do that?
I feel like he knew that he He was trying to de-escalate, like, "Hey, come on,
He
guys."
was.
Come on, guys.
No,
let's
no.
not-
Yeah.
It's not no
No.
hold hands and sing kumbaya. Not today.
But he also
They showing
knew
up with a
by
purpose.
releasing Byrne from prison, he
They
knew
was
they was
coming.
going to come.
Yeah.
He knew they was
Yeah.
They
coming.
knew. That was part of it.
I think he like said it at one point.
Yeah.
Like, I'm unleashing some real shit right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
My
Yeah.
favorite character.
Come on, we took them all.
You like that girl? The redhead.
The redhead girl, the leader of the.
Y'all know I
charity.
love gingers. But
She,
no.
she was good at acting. I thought she acted well in there.
She did. I don't think I have one, to be honest, and I don't mean that as I loved everybody the same.
Yeah.
It just was like,
Okay.
Also,
everybody did great.
I also like Patriot. He was in it too. So he's the grandson of Elijah.
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say-
Oh yeah,
But that goes back to like the character, like you said, the world building, and it's like these side characters who are important elsewhere are now coming to light.
When it comes to world building,
You
nobody
can
does it
tell-
like Marvel.
You can tell that Disney cares and that they have staff who are geeks.
Yeah,
Because I think a lot of times when we talk about that difference between Marvel and DC,
That
like,
actually
they
read the
respect
comic
stuff.
books.
Like,
Yeah.
DC tries to make, but it's like you obviously don't have the right people
Yeah.
that's telling you, hey,
I
don't
don't
do
think
that.
that's Disney though.
respect
I
the
think that's
fans.
Marvel.
They said most of their
Yeah.
writers are writers.
Yeah, they
On
came
the
out
comics.
with that. Yeah.
So-
They let them.
like they
It's Kevin.
know
It's all
their
Kevin. Good
stuff.
job, Kevin. You doing
Yes,
great.
yes.
Don't
I was
you
about to
stop,
say
Kevin.
Yes.
the
Good
credit
job,
really
guys.
goes to Marvel.
Yeah.
But Disney allowing them to be
Be
Marvel is the
right.
part that's
That's
like
what I mean. Like, it's
Disney
like-
just to like give them credit for like even Star Wars. Like they acquire these licenses and be like, we know this works, so let's
Right.
support them.
Right.
Give them the money to have
Yeah.
Lucasfilms make all this shit look amazing.
Right.
Give them the money to have the best writers, the best directors.
They don't
The
come in
best
and say
writers
we're
and
gonna do it
directors
this way.
who
They
are
still
into
letting them.
this. Not the best writers and directors who just want to make it seem
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what they might want, as opposed to having actual writers who are.
So I was
And
reading
it's funny, it's
something-
not even what
I was
they
reading
want. It's
something
like
the
even
other
what the fans want. It's like
Yeah.
everyone
And
goes
not-
to see the
right,
movie
not just what the
because
fans
of the
want.
They do
comics.
not mind giving us a fan service.
Right.
So I was reading something the other day. They was
Look
talking
what happened with
about,
Sonic.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
And they was like, should they keep Deadpool rated R? And they like, Disney,
Yes,
no.
Yes.
They made money with the first
Yes.
Deadpools. Let's keep this
Let's
rated
not
R.
change
It's not
any of it.
broken.
Yeah.
Nope.
Deadpool's a rated R character.
They know
Absolutely.
the history, they know the storylines, they know all of the
thing
things.
is,
They
I
care
think
about
it's-
the fans and the writers.
Once Deadpool comes to the platform now, it's gonna be heavily edited. Because even though they allowing the movie to be made in theaters or whatever, and they probably gonna release the DVDs or whatever, but when it's just gonna be streamed on Disney,
Disney Plus, you
they
think so?
yes,
You
because
definitely-
it is
let
still
everybody know
it's
this
still
is
the
rated
platform.
R.
Like it's still the platform.
Look, you definitely got to pay that premium.
Well, they can. They'll
That-
definitely.
yeah.
They'll definitely probably make two versions. Didn't they do that
Yeah.
before though?
Yeah,
Make two versions like
Christmas.
they had a
Deadpool
PG.
Christmas.
Episode.
Is that on the platform? That on Disney Plus?
I didn't see it on there.
Yeah, I think I saw them like.
But it did.
Netflix
It's like,
or
but
something
that's the
like
one
that.
with Fred Savage in it,
Yeah.
and they like kind of anything that's like bloody, they kind of like have him and Fred Savage going back and forth. Then it cuts to another scene.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cute.
it's pretty
I
cool.
didn't see it.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Being a
Just
boy.
Make
put
two
it
versions.
explicit
Rated
on
R
the-
and PG
on
version.
the
I just
picture.
don't think they're gonna have explicit content on Disney Plus at
At
all.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll let it go to another platform.
Yeah.
They still own it, but you know it'll be
Yeah.
on something else.
But again, like I said,
Disney
just
give
right
us.
there.
Disney
You have
give us
two
the
characters.
Disney plus 0.2 for like adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to pay
No.
more money. So
No.
don't
I'm right. I
Don't.
don't
No
know
idea.
Don't
Give them no idea.
I'm not paying
They got
that
enough money.
Exactly.
No.
But just like I said, just like that, you got two characters from Young Avengers from two shows already. You got the son from Wanda, and then you got Patriot from yeah.
World building is like
Yes.
fucking crazy.
They are just
It's
they doing
amazing.
great, man.
Who's your favorite storyline? We know that like Sam has this whole extra storyline with his sister and selling the
Yeah.
boat and all that shit. I found that
I find it
unbelievably
boring.
underwhelming.
The only one who had the extra, not because it was a, like you said, one that built on the character, but then also him saying what was going on even after,
Yeah.
like the rest of his life, like not just what happened when he was
He
there,
wasn't just a superhero.
but you know what I mean, like what happened. They literally
Ben
casted
took
him
away from his home.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
Loss
like-
of his wife.
Yeah.
And
that.
They took his whole life away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my favorite storyline is shoot, it just took my time.
Take your
Fuck
time.
me.
What character?
The Russians.
bearing stuff too.
The Russians. Where the babies that got the superpowers after the fact?
The so-called terrorists.
I take that back. Not Superman. Not Captain America. I'm gonna edit this heavily. What's his name?
Bucky,
No, the bad guy.
U.S. agent.
U.S. agent. I'm gonna tell you why U.S. Agent is my favorite storyline. Because he came into it with good intentions.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The main villain. The
Oh,
one that's now
Kurt
Captain
Russell's
America.
son.
I be
Kurt Russell's
forgetting
son.
about his ass.
I do too.
Why did I forget about his ass? Go ahead.
She didn't like him enough.
I'm sorry.
He didn't care for him enough.
So listen, we watched the show together, you know, of course. And
Lord have mercy.
Chris is off top like, nah, fuck that nigga. Like from the
I
jump,
didn't like
he
him.
didn't
I was
like
like,
him.
I'm
But I'm like, give him a
No,
chance.
when he walked up to the podium, I was like,
There's nothing wrong with him.
No.
He's okay.
He's doing a great job.
That
He
is
was
trash.
he was doing the
was
job he was
horrible.
supposed to do.
He didn't
was
give him a chance.
He made you hate him, and he
I
did
gave
great.
him a chance.
He
He
did.
did.
as an actor,
He
great.
did so
He
good.
did.
The actor got death
And
threats
that's
in
why I
real
got
life.
mad.
Like,
That's why I got
he
mad
did so
respect
damn
for him
good.
because he's one of those people you love to hate.
he
Yeah.
was. He did
And
a
I
great
think
job.
that's why it's my favorite arc. It's like, okay, I started off like, what the fuck? I didn't hate him. I'm just like, why did they do this?
Yeah.
We already have like a Captain America. We don't need a new one.
When I
Let's
first saw him,
do
I
it.
was like, "Oh, Kurt Russell's son."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah." And the show was going. I'm like, "Oh shit." Oh shit. Oh,
Yeah, man.
I don't like Kurt Russell's son though. Damn.
Yeah, man.
But you gotta remember the acting.
But then once
Yeah,
they
man.
started saying he started getting death threats and stuff, like, oh no, it's not that serious.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
You don't like the character.
He's an awesome ass actor.
That's how it's
To that
supposed to
point.
be. That's the same thing that happened with Joffrey, man. Like
Yeah.
great
Yep.
actors
Yeah.
create these great characters, and you hate the level.
You hate
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, just like the dude in Titanic. You hated him. You wanted Leo to win,
You
Yeah.
did.
but you hated that guy.
Take his bitch, yo.
Exactly. Yo, you drew the fuck out of her, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I'm saying that I like that I didn't instinctually hate him.
Yeah.
You told me where the
I
character
did.
was going.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay,
I knew it, man.
let's
I
let
knew
it
it.
build. Let's let it get there. People didn't like him from the first episode of them.
They didn't like
show
how
him
he
Captain
looked.
America.
I
Yeah.
didn't like how
Like
he,
I feel like
yeah.
if they didn't make him a Captain America, no one would have hated him.
Well, that was
Like,
the
if they
story.
made
That was the point.
Yeah, the point.
But,
that-
yeah, but I'm like saying you could have gave him the shield, but you didn't have to call him Captain America.
Yeah, that too. They was playing with us.
Yeah.
They- but I was trying to give him a chance. And then like over the shows, Chris was like, yo, he being passive aggressive. And I'm like,
Yep.
I'm he's that bad. He's like, nah, fuck him. He know what he's saying. And I'm like,
I'm sorry,
that's
man.
man
I can't-
shit.
I
That
got
was
you.
not
How
like,
Chris was so optimistic,
Poor
yo.
guy.
it was like man, like passive aggressive. I'm like, he just being like, you know.
No, he was being a dick.
When they were they was down on Baltimore Street,
Hey.
and they were leaving the precinct or whatever, and they were standing outside, and he said something to them. Chris was like, "Yo, fuck that nigga!" Like in the middle,
He
like,
did.
he
That's
pointed
what
at the
I
TV.
That's the part where I was also
He
like,
was flicking the damn
what's
police
that about?
lights.
He was being disrespectful.
Yes.
he
he
was.
was, and that,
Yes.
that's when I was like, I don't like him.
Yes. He
And
did
that's why I
great.
was like,
He did great, man.
I don't like
So
him.
once he became full on evil and like bashed that dude's head in with the shield,
Yeah.
that's when I was like, yup. But I needed the build. I didn't come in just mad. So I like the arc of him
Yeah.
like coming in like with good intention. The Boy Scout. He was he was a veteran. I was like, I liked it at first.
Yeah.
And then
But
as
also,
it went,
but
he got
once he took that
worse and worse.
the serum too.
and it made him so evil.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
It just,
I liked his arc as an overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite arc.
yeah, I agree.
I mean, you know, we kept the show. Yeah.
Anything with Zemo.
Yeah.
Anything with Zemo. That was.
Yo, Zemo was dancing his ass off in the club.
In the club, just
Yeah, he
chilling,
was
like-
They loved it.
Yeah,
They loved
Like
it.
then when they locked him up to the thing and everything, my man
Yeah.
just chilling like,
dude.
I'm stuck here now.
Yeah.
alright, whatever.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm gonna get out. Don't worry.
Then even once they locked him up, when the dude blew the people, like, I still got control of this shit.
Yeah, man.
Like, I'm in prison and I still got control of this
I'm
shit.
a damn baron.
I'm a baron.
Baron.
Which did that even matter anymore? All that?
Being a baron.
Baron,
Remember we was talking about
lady.
King. Who was we talking about kingdoms with? Was it one was talking
I mean,
about?
they had titles.
sure.
They said their titles,
Yeah,
but like,
I'm sure in other
who
countries.
they are.
Yeah.
So I saw a commercial,
Okay.
just off topic.
Okay.
You can buy a piece of land in Scotland. And it can be a small piece, like something this big. We only spend like $30-$40, and we can become lords and ladies.
Nigga, I want to be a lord. I want to be a lady so bad.
Like it's a real thing.
I'm
It-
such a lady.
It was a TV.
such
It was
a
a TV
fucking
commercial.
lady.
You can buy a small piece of land for a tiny price, and you can become a lord or a lady.
I'm gonna look at it because you know, 'cause I'm looking at land and Ghana.
Do you
and
get
I'm
dual
looking
dual citizenship?
It didn't go
I
into
like
that,
too.
but it just said you can become a
Because
lord
you
or
can
a
be
lady.
knighted for like anything now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. It's so. That's
so
what I
easy,
mean.
yeah.
Like
None of it means anything anymore.
I don't mean. I'm
I
sorry. I
like
didn't mean to
the-
get
I
us
like the
off
sound of
topic.
it.
Yeah, sorry.
You
Back
wanna
on
be a
topic.
lord?
Lord Geeky of Over West. I like it.
Oh, West.
It's got a good ring to it. I like it. I like it.
Okay, I think we have next is the least favorite character. Did we already say that?
My least favorite character was this one. Her name.
The girl. The girl that's in the. She's in the Captain America movies. The
Oh,
yeah.
her. I couldn't. Yeah, that was stupid.
The girl
The
from Revenge.
agent. The agent.
We didn't need that.
Yeah.
I didn't need it.
We didn't need that.
Yeah.
Like
it was just extra.
I liked when they was in that little island or whatever, and
Yeah.
but then it comes out to find out that she's the main leader. Like, so she's actually the bad guy the whole time. And then you
It was
come
unnecessary.
back to be
It was just like
reinstated as
at
the
the
agent.
end. It was something they just
And then
plugged
it's like,
in.
okay, I'm ready to sell these. You just got reinstated. You ready to sell the secrets?
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
But didn't she do that because the government screwed her over?
Yeah, I didn't mind that. I didn't mind her becoming
I didn't mind
like
her presence.
It didn't
being
help
the-
the
the-
story.
At the end, I didn't,
Yeah,
they didn't
she
need
was
that.
unnecessary.
Right.
But that part of it, with her selling them, like, hey, I'm somebody now. I can sell weapons.
Yeah.
That's
Like, I feel like they just wanted, they plugged her in just for the fact it's like when she was in the movie, she just randomly, poof, like, just, she didn't disappear. She was just gone. It's like,
You're right. Like she was in
like,
the
what
Captain
happened
America
to
movie, and then she
her?
just
Like, she
not
didn't get
Captain
killed
America
off,
movie.
and
Yeah.
she didn't
Was she in the
disappear.
show? I don't think she was in the show.
No, she was in the movie.
Only, okay.
But then they just brung her into.
It was
Falcon and
random.
Pretty much,
yeah.
she seemed like she disappeared after
That movie.
the Winter Soldier movie.
Mm-hmm.
And you
And
never
we
knew
saw
what
it,
happened
and
to
then,
her.
and then
Oh, and then that's when they found
then the
her
Winter
in
Soldiers
that
is pretty much
little-
saying
When they
she
brought her
went
back.
Town or
to
whatever.
this island or whatever,
And the reason why.
and pretty much took control.
Yeah. That's pretty much.
Well, became the dealer. Was it the dealer?
The dealer.
Yeah, became
The
the dealer.
broker.
The broker.
broker. Yeah.
Any other least favorites? Least favorite?
She wasn't my least, but she was a little annoying.
The redheaded girl.
Carly, yeah. She's a little annoying.
I really liked her, but I
I
wouldn't
liked
say
her.
she was my favorite or my worst favorite.
Yeah, she just was a
I don't
person.
think I had
She
a
did
least
okay.
Yeah, I like
favorite.
that
She
either.
played the part.
Least favorite character was the Baltimore police officer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably my
See
least
that.
favorite character.
Why?
They-
Because
they
he
played
acted
truth-
the
truth
role.
to power.
Yes. Because
They acted like what
They
they did.
acted like what they do.
yes, and that was accurate. He
And
played the
not
role
all of
great.
them. Not all of them.
Yes, he played
Not
the
all
role
of
great.
them.
Just it was like damn,
But-
like that reflects this whole
Yeah.
city.
I mean, but like that does reflect this.
Yeah, man. All right, man. What else you got?
It's getting better.
So two guys can't argue in the middle of the street. They weren't even arguing. They was talking.
Not a political.
Just talking.
Not a political
What else?
party.
But like, yeah, that is a part of like Baltimore, and it's a part of like our something that's known for
And
Baltimore is like
society
you
as well
know,
right now. That
yeah,
was, you know,
and it's like,
bringing it to life.
do you think it was what word am I looking for? Like they intentionally like. So a couple years ago, every movie was about a young black boy getting killed, right? Like you're playing to our traumas rather than like talking about it, because Sam does acknowledge that type of stuff before that moment.
Right.
He's like, "Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
America don't want no black Captain
That's what
America."
he said.
They like
Right.
they do it. We didn't need that actual moment in the show. Is that why I was like, "What the fuck?" Or you just think like, "Hey,
No, I
that's
think,
cops in
I think
Baltimore."
that they did a good job of making that reality. Not saying
Yeah.
reality, but reality. You in Baltimore, you in South Baltimore,
Yeah.
and like you probably gonna get some,
Yeah.
some,
Yeah,
some
that's
and
what I thought.
You see a white guy and a black guy talking, and they go to the white guys.
The
They're,
moment the
"Pardon,
voice-
sir?
okay?
You
Yeah.
okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's like real. That's
But even-
really how it happened.
Oh,
And a
the
lot of
thing-
times because they think they down there looking for drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
That's
thing
why
about
they-
it is,
why you
when-
even
if
there?
you watch the
Why
show, in
you
the
here,
show,
white guy? Like,
every incident that Sam had to deal with was proving you that even though he had this status of like
He's
a,
somebody.
of a Tony
Yep.
Stark
Yep.
He's
or
a black man
An
first.
Avenger.
yes,
He's
he's
a black
black
man
first.
in America.
He couldn't get the loan. They were harassing him with the police.
The fact that nigga was in the office like, "Oh shoot, you the Falcon."
Yes.
You still can't give you this loan.
Yes. They were calling him Black Falcon.
Black Falcon. The black people.
I
call him Black
love
Falcon.
that. I love
I
that.
wish he would go by Black Falcon.
Yeah.
Black Falcon.
They were calling him Black Falcon.
Just Falcon. Nah, nigga, you Black Falcon.
we were taking claim to him like, yo, you
Yeah.
one of us.
You
You
one of
Black
us.
Falcon.
You are Black Falcon. You are our
Ain't no other
Falcon.
Falcons,
Yeah.
but you the Black
Ain't no
Falcon.
other Falcon. No, ain't no other Falcon. But I'm just making sure you
Exactly.
understand that you the black one.
You the black one.
Just in
I wish
case there's
Sam would have
another one.
embraced that more.
He the white Falcon. He the White Panther.
Yeah, this is the White Panther.
Exactly. It was great. It was great.
I wish Sam would have embraced that more for real.
Yeah.
I mean, he said what he said.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and there's only one me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he is claiming that
like,
black Captain America though.
Yeah.
Yeah, black cat.
Black
Black
cat.
black cat. Black cat. We have acting on this show.
Again, why Russell?
Yeah,
Because he
because
acted to the
was
point where
them-
people
want to
actually
kill
hated
him.
him.
I think we can universally
Like,
that.
I mean, all the acting
people-
was good. Nothing was.
well, all the acting was
nothing
pretty
was
decent.
I
though,
was
yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah. Even
Kirk-
Elijah cried his heart out.
I'm not
man.
saying
Yeah,
Elijah.
he did.
Yeah,
They were probably my
Oh,
two.
yeah.
they are
You
they
felt
were
that
they were
anger.
two that probably were above
Stood out.
everybody else.
Yeah,
Like
man.
Well, he's
Oh,
been acting
shit.
for a year. For
He
a long
has.
time. And
And
he
it was-
voiced a lot of characters that I did not know.
I looked it up and I was like, wait, I've seen this man my
Yeah,
whole life.
right.
Like, you know, I didn't even
Yeah.
realize it.
It
You
never
know.
registered.
Yeah. He's like an uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Papa.
He's my Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
I don't know what I do without him.
Okay, and then we can go into Loki if we want to. Or do we want to
Loki.
wait for Loki, considering Loki's like the most current?
Hell no, let's play.
Let's play Loki.
Yeah.
Okay, so Loki's everything. Before we even talk about Loki, the show,
Yeah.
I've gone hard for Loki since the first story.
Yes,
like I've always gone
Yes, you
hard.
have.
For, like I'm like he's been my baby. The actor now, Thomas Middleditch, can do any fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, yep. What is he now? It doesn't matter. He's my Loki. I've always gone hard for him. So like when I heard he was getting the show and not a movie, because I wanted him to get a movie. I'm like,
Yeah.
he's definitely carrying most of the Thor movies.
Yeah.
Like I watched them for
Even though I
Loki
love
more for
Chris.
Thor.
Yeah.
It's my man.
I watched the movies for
Loki
Loki
is-
more than
Yeah.
Thor though.
I put this
I
way.
watched him for both.
People were very upset when the character died in the end.
Oh my god!
I was.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
think
gonna
I actually
lie.
shed a
I
tear.
thought it was a whole trick. I'm like, you gotta bring him back some way, shape,
Yeah.
or form.
I
don't
think
even
I
care.
shed an actual tear. Like,
And that Infinity
oh my
War
god!
Endgame duo, like people were like, oh my goodness,
Look,
it was horrible.
I was more upset that they killed off Loki than the Hulk. Especially the way they did the Hulk. I'm like, I'd rather see you go the
You
way
never
they
got
did the
revenge,
Hulk.
man.
I wanted Loki to stay.
Revenge
That's
for the
how
Hulk.
bad.
Look at me trying to remember the Hulk being dead.
You don't remember?
No, he
you don't remember
didn't
when
die.
Thanos threw them hands?
Oh, okay. You mean like okay, the character was still there, but the Hulk
Hulk
himself was
Yes.
internalized. Okay, I must say I don't know.
They
They
could-
killing him. I don't
they-
really
Like
know.
They could have killed Thor for me.
You feel me?
Hey,
I wanted Loki.
hey, don't do that.
Sorry,
Don't
sorry,
do
audience.
that.
I
Don't
mean,
do that. Don't do that. Don't
I
do
like
that to my baby.
I like that when he choked him, he turned blue. I like that.
You
yeah,
like
because
what?
that's like his actual skin color
Yeah.
too. So it's like,
Oh yeah, because he's a frost
Yeah,
giant.
he's a frost giant.
I
like-
just my heart like
You know what?
actually,
I wish
remember
they
being
would have
in the
brought that out
audience like
more.
yelling.
His side.
Like, oh man, yeah. I was so upset, like real, like ugly cry. in the
I was
theater.
actually more upset about Loki. Don't yell at me than Spider-Man.
I don't know.
I love Spider-Man.
I don't
Like
know.
I actually laughed.
He's awesome.
But then that's
Talk,
because
man,
everyone
talk.
in the movie was crying.
Tom, I love you,
I
man. We're
laugh.
friends. Call
Loki!
me.
Yeah, I love that
Oh.
guy.
I think
I don't
you.
No, when
I'm just
Tom-
saying.
No, the fact that when he goes up to Tony, he's like, I don't want to go, and he's
yeah,
like,
he's like, oh,
yes.
that, yes,
I
I
know
should.
that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
When y'all was crying,
Yeah.
and I'm not even talking about the females.
Yes.
I am talking
'Cause
about
see,
the
Everybody was crying.
I was laughing.
Remember, Justice was like making
Justice
noise
was
crying.
like,
She was upset. She was upset.
He's
I
a
was
child.
laughing.
That's a
He's
child.
a
Yeah.
child. That's
And
because he's a child.
As hard as I go for Loki, I think I probably did was more emotionally impacted by Spider-Man because he is a child. This
Yeah.
man killed a
Kid.
child,
Yes.
and he
Yeah.
felt himself
No
dying.
Dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He felt it.
He
more.
was like, "Wait."
because you got to think
Dust
about
in
it.
the wind.
No one else could
Mrs.
feel
Stark,
it.
Dust in the
Mrs.
wind.
Stark, like we was like, oh my god,
No
like,
one
they,
else could
they
feel
probably
it.
could have turned it down a little bit. That was
No.
fucking too much.
No,
When he come back months later,
Amazing.
and he said he ad-libbed that.
Yes.
When you found out that the
Yes.
actor did that,
Like
Yeah.
he ad-libbed that.
Him and Tony.
Like yeah.
Because you got to
The
understand,
whole
Spider-Man's, the way it is explained is that Spider-Man's Spidey sense
yes,
senses danger.
Yeah.
So once his body was leaving,
nigga, I'm getting emotional.
that's, he felt it.
Yeah.
No
Like-
one else could feel it. He felt like something is wrong with my body. Him.
Oh.
Yes.
Mr.
Yeah.
Stark,
Yes.
something is wrong.
Yes.
I don't know.
No one else could feel it.
I'm
Everybody
not
else was just
saying
kind of
Loki-
gone.
Yeah, Loki, but that there.
I'm getting emotional now thinking about like watching that child feel himself dying. It was too much for me.
That's why I do like kids in movies. I like young
That-
people.
Look, man.
But
look.
Loki, the thing about teenagers, not
Yeah.
Loki the Spider-Man, the thing about teenagers, they're still like
Yeah.
Kids.
full
They're
people.
still-
You know, not like they're kids, but they're adults. You know, like they can
Okay.
communicate things.
Yeah.
Children in movies to me usually get on my nerves because they can't communicate things. Some reason my own kids get on my nerves. I'm like, what is wrong? I don't know. Shit, well, go stand there. Where he was able to say,
Yeah.
I think I'm fucking dying.
Yeah.
Back to Loki though.
Yes.
Loki's death hit me hard before we even get to like the show.
Yeah.
His death hit me hard in the movie,
Yeah.
and it's like he carried even all of the movies for me. So like, but that character being gone was like, oh my god, what they gonna do now? I want him to have his own movie.
Yeah.
And then you were telling me like, hey, no, they're getting a TV show. I'm like, okay, I guess.
I don't know if I wanted to have a show. But
Another credit to the actor. I was reading this a couple of days ago. In the first Avengers, when he's like talking to the Hulk or whatever,
Yes,
and he falls.
that was ad lib.
Yeah, he was like, they didn't know what to do, so he told the
I
crew
am your
to tie a
ruler.
rope to his leg,
And just fling him around.
and they said tie a rope to my leg, and I'm gonna just talk. And just pull the rope when you're ready. So he didn't know when it was coming. So the reaction on his face and everything, because he didn't know at what point they was going to yank him down.
Yeah.
So like that was all.
You about to look for it. No. I was about to say I think he's producing the show.
that'd be dope.
Oh wow.
Tom Hiddleston is part of the production. Like he's one of like the main niggas that's producing the show. You can tell. He has good instincts for Loki. Like he's become Loki.
Because that's his character. Like,
That's his character.
nobody else can play Loki for me.
Nobody
Like,
else can ever play Loki. If Loki dies, that's it for Loki.
Yeah, man.
Like how we talk about like replacing Chadwick. I think that they should though. I think they should replace Chadwick.
I think they
Because-
said they're going to do the Black Panther.
Shuri, but like I think that they should replace the Black Panther. Like,
I mean,
you know,
they
like,
can.
Yeah,
Right,
I think they
replace
should.
the Black Panther, but not replace T'Challa.
I get
You know what I mean? Like, yes,
A
you have
different
you have
iteration
a
of the
new
Black
Panther because it's a continuation.
I think
of
the
Black
problem is that they
Panther.
would get so far away from the comics though.
The thing is, well, in the comics,
It's
eventually
Shuri.
They do replace
it
them.
becomes
It's Shuri.
But then
It's not like another nigga.
Yeah, it's not another guy. But what you can do, at least what I've been hearing, is that the plan is to bring Michael B. Jordan back.
Yes,
Have
I
him
did
come
see
back
that.
and have him and Shuri have a relationship in which they build upon them.
That brother-daughter
yeah,
relationship.
bringing back the Black Panther.
So he might become the Black Panther.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Lord.
Loki is my
But
man.
there's many actors, there's tons of black actors out there that I think could fit the role.
I do too.
So-
The reason I think that they should replace the Black Panther in general, so like even the way you're saying it, or replace
Or just do a
T'Challa.
new one.
Yeah, what you're saying or
Like,
what I'm
would be a
saying.
reboot.
I think that we didn't get enough time with the Black Panther.
Yeah.
And it was very important for our culture, not just us as in black people, but like American culture,
Yeah.
to see this like king in his royalness.
Yeah, man.
I think it was very important.
It hurt when he died too.
It did.
Oh, yeah.
It did.
Both,
it did.
you know.
It did. On the movie
screen
and
and in person. Yeah.
and then when he came out the hole, we was like, yeah,
I was with it.
Ubambe. Wakanda forever. He was in the theater yelling that shit. Don't point at nothing to do with any of that. Yes.
It's still a thing.
Yes. It ain't going nowhere, man.
The
Ain't
difference
going nowhere.
is, I don't think that they should do that with Loki because Loki has been there the entire time.
From
We've
the
had
first
time
movie,
with
he's
them.
been
We built
established.
with
Like,
them.
yeah.
The characters changed and did this, and he was just a mischief guy, and then he was like became like someone important. He was a good guy at one point.
Like he owns that character.
Yeah, like
same way which owns
they can't
Tony
replace
Stark.
Loki. Yeah,
Tony Stark
they can't
be
replace
played
Tony.
by nobody else.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
even if they bring Brie in and do that storyline,
Yeah.
they're not replacing Tony.
Right.
I feel like they could replace
he
Chadwick. but that's a whole different
he
conversation.
embodied that character.
Yeah. We can get into the show now, right? I guess.
Yeah.
We come to the movie. We got him. He's there the whole time. He died in the second in Endgame, and it broke our hearts. As for the TV show, anybody want to do the napsis? Want me to do napsis?
Yeah, you won't have to.
I can do napsis. So
Let Jerome do this one.
okay, Jordan, you can do napsis.
Oh, okay. So Loki. So pretty much time travel.
I love time.
That's all. Time travel.
It's like my
I don't
favorite
know.
thing.
So therefore, time travel.
my
so
favorite thing.
pretty much,
Time, man.
time is broken when he takes the Tesseract from Endgame, where they're traveling back in time, and Loki. Last time you see him grab the Tesseract, boom, he's gone. That's last time you see him in the movie. Pops up the show, boom, he pops up the Tesseract. Hey, you done broke the timeline. Come with us.
Oh man, messing with time.
So TVA,
That's
kind of like
time travel.
the time police.
Yep.
They snatch him up, bring him in. Hey, you're a variant. He's not a variant now. They're trying to figure it out. Hey, there's more than one of you. We need your help.
Fix the time.
Because you're
Another one.
killing our people. We need your help to fix the time.
Loki has a whole bunch of different Lokis that
Just
basically
from time.
it's the central timeline. I'm sure it's another name for it. I can't remember it. Like the massive timeline that everybody's supposed to be on, and then
The Supreme Time.
The Supreme Timeline.
Yeah, Supreme Time.
then all these Lokis just be appearing,
Loki's be
Big
doing
nexus
everything.
event.
and then
Yeah,
they
create
create
nexus
nexus
events.
events, which means deviating from the central timeline. And
deviating from
the
their
TVA
life's
goes
plan
and stops
bring
them
them
then
in,
Yeah.
because
resets their timeline, bring them in, and the show just goes from there.
It's a whole lot of
Like it's a whole lot of Loki.
So
It's
many
Marvel
Lokis.
doing Doctor Who and the one with Jet Li. That's
There you go.
For real though,
Yes.
it's literally
very
that.
much like the one.
It's the one. It's Doctor Who. It's probably a whole bunch of stuff. It's Umbrella Academy. It's like all the shows that mess with time or like just can only be one. It's this movie. It's this show. But go ahead. You had any more to put?
I know. That's
Sylvie-
about it. That's pretty
Sylvie-
much right now. Time travel.
They kill. They try to take out all the other Lokis, whatever. But Sylvie is a Loki who
Female
is gaming the TVA.
Who wants to be
She's
called
like
Sylvie.
tricking the TVA to come to where she is, so that she can kidnap TVA agents. And she can reset the timeline because she's still on that little time.
She wants to destroy the whole timeline and
Yes.
take over the.
And she wants to be the Time Lord.
Yeah, take
She
over
wants
the
to meet the Time
timekeepers.
Lords so that she can kill them.
Yeah.
There's apparently 3 of them for some reason.
It's
And
apparently 3 Time Lords.
did we say? Are we doing a spoiler now?
We're doing spoilers for Loki because we haven't seen the last episode. Next week is the last episode, so we can talk freely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because it's not, it's not over yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did all that to get to him, and it wasn't even a thing.
It wasn't even a damn thing.
Exactly. They were
My
great-
phone died, so I can't ask the question. We can just kind
They
of
were,
talk.
they were great animatronics.
You said
Yeah.
who was the best? Who was your best?
Who's your
person?
favorite character?
Owen Wilson.
Really?
Yes.
Your daughter.
He had so many opportunities in that whole show to be like, wow.
Yeah.
And he didn't take them.
He was determined not to say wow.
I see.
He's like,
Wow.
You should have did it, man.
He
every
should've
show
did
he
it.
always do
Do
it.
it.
He's like,
Do
I'm
it.
gonna
He
do
doesn't
it.
say why. He says how.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But he had so many opportunities,
Yeah.
though. He
Yeah.
said so many opportunities.
Your daughter
Get that man a jet ski.
is so upset. Every time she happens to be walking by me watching, she's like, "Why does Owen Wilson look like that?" I'm like, "Baby, he's old now." He's like white hair, and she's like, "I don't like
I
it."
like the fact that he's like an adult.
Like
you know,
he's old
that
now. Like,
blonde.
but to me,
yeah,
I have
young
a thing
forever.
for as men get older. I like gray hair.
it's like nice.
So I be like, "Ooh, look at Owen
And he's
Wilson."
no longer like
Old man over.
something. You know, we know the Owen,
The blonde
who
hair
we're used
surfer looking
to.
guy, but
Yeah.
like
You
he's
know,
mature
you know,
now.
but he's now an older guy. So
Oh, yeah.
let's allow him to embrace that.
So what do you like about Mobius?
What do I like about him? I like that we talked about that arch thing of how you begin where you're the paper pusher and you're here for
Come and do your job
this
and, you know,
job and whatever, and then in the end you literally running around with
You with
him
it. You
at
with the
end
shit.
of time, trying to like in a pizza car,
Yes, with it.
trying to like.
Trying to save shit.
Trying to save a Loki. Like,
They're trying to save other Lokis, you know.
My favorite character is the TA agent, the black one, the thick girl.
Oh, my girl from Lovecraft.
Yeah.
I like her.
B15.
B15. I like her.
Because she's
She
about
has
her.
a great arch as well.
She's about her
Yes.
shit.
Yes.
She's about her job.
I love
like-
how she carried Loki in the beginning. That shit was
Yeah.
hilarious.
She had no time for shenanigans.
I love how when she met the other variant,
Sylvie.
Sylvie, how she carried it because she was like, "Oh, you got me." She remembered stuff, and the minute she remembered something, she didn't go back to what they were
Snitching or
saying.
nothing like
Yeah.
that.
She went back. She started questioning things. She went in to look for answers.
Oh, yeah.
Then she ended up helping. So yeah,
They killed
Black
the
women.
girl. They had to kill
Love
the
it.
homegirl.
Black
She
women, we
was
smart. We asked the right
We're
question.
gonna make it happen.
We're gonna get shit to where it's supposed to be.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
she didn't
Wrong.
take nothing at face value.
She didn't.
Well, of course, Loki, but that's everybody.
Yeah.
But
Outside
this,
Loki.
This current episode, the last episode, old Loki.
Oh, Loki
Yeah.
was my man.
Yeah.
Glorious purpose.
Yeah, old
I
man
loved
Loki was
him.
the man.
Oh man,
I
look
love
at
them.
him.
He got him out of the cave, out of that cave too.
He did. He did. With like
I love-
projecting those
and-
other guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when he told him about Endgame, when he was
Yeah.
like, "My projections is so strong, it even fooled the Mad Titan."
Yeah.
Letting you know that Loki
This is probably
actually
the same Loki, but
This
is that
Loki-
a thing on this show? Like that could be the same person?
different
Yeah.
timeline.
Yeah.
So this Loki survived.
Oh
being
yeah, and he
killed.
hid out.
Right.
Yeah,
He hid
yeah.
out.
And then if you show the scene and it's him, like if you look at it again, you can see a character moving, and that's the YouTube. But like that's old Loki
Yeah.
throwing himself. Like what we see in the movie is actually old Loki, not the Loki that we're following on the show.
Yeah.
Because the Loki from the show is from the first Avengers, so he didn't get all that time building and all that stuff. So, oh yeah, alligator Loki.
Go, man.
He was-
Alligator Loki.
he was hilarious.
First of all, my man had a lot of things to say.
Oh, yeah.
If he could talk, he'd be like, poor alligator Loki. We don't understand him.
My favorite probably was probably Kid Loki. Because like I'm telling you,
He killed Thor. I want to know more about that.
Yeah. There
Why
has
you
to be some type of
So
why are you here? I killed
I need a YouTube series.
So this is the fan theory. In the movie, Thor talks about a time when Loki scared him
with the snake.
He dresses up as a snake. He turns himself into a snake.
I do remember that.
Thor likes snakes. Thor picks the snake up. Snake turns into Loki. Loki stabs him.
Oh, stabbed him.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how. At least that's the fan theory that in that universe,
He
Loki
actually killed him.
killed him.
Oh
So
wow.
that's the fan theory.
That's how you feel about my baby.
Yeah, like I said, I like Kid Loki because it's accurate to the books, and two, I'm enjoying the whole behind the scenes of the Young Avengers.
Yeah.
I'm liking that.
All the characters are coming from show to show.
Yes. So that's my thing. I'm hoping that. Look, man, make it a thing so I can watch it. You already got my money. Fuck it.
Give me the things I want.
Yes.
Outside of Loki, of course, I want to say my favorite character is probably the President Loki. We only got like that one scene with him.
Yeah.
But like, I can imagine. Maybe I'm just creating it in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm creating like President Loki. And it's like, this nigga's probably up to some bullshit. He got shenanigans. Like how when he took over what's the daggone?
Asgard.
Yeah. And he's like, he is Odin, and he's like shenanigans. He's like, do a play of me and whatever.
Yeah,
like in the movie. like in the movie. Like I can picture him being President Loki, but like on Earth in America, like being a dick.
No, that's accurate to the books.
Okay, I know.
He runs is a series of comics where Loki actually runs for president
Of America.
Yes.
Yeah. I can picture it.
Yeah.
So like just getting that little bit of him where he's like being like a mob boss kind of president.
Right.
And it's like I can picture this going like all the way
it was
love.
so funny that all the Lokis just going,
They
why
all
are we
listen to
like
him.
this? Why are we like this?